So we got the hip toss, compass swing. So like I was saying before, we swing, we drive, and we turn. So as you swing it up, you turn, but it's quick with your feet. So you come up, you have your feet planted before the bell hits the top of the swing. Let it swing down, swing up, quick turn, and back down. See, I'm always planted before the bell hits the top of the swing. What I'm not, is big, long, straight arms. Keep it in close, think T-Rex. Figure 8 swing. So this is going to be a bit different. It's going to pass through your legs. You grab at the back, and you're going to swing up to the front, and then pass through the legs again. So I'm going to use a light bell, just so I can show you the path on it. How we do at the start of the day, you grab one part of your handle. You're always going to think with this, that blank part of your handle here, the empty part of your handle always goes out to your backside. So if you think thumb to bum, you pretty well never forget. So as you come down in your swing, my thumb meets my other thumb. So I grab hold of the bell at the back. It's always 2 hands on the pass. Don't try and throw it and catch it because you'll launch it out the back. And it happens every single time someone tries to be a smart aleck and do it. They all launch it. Respect the gym here. You don't want to damage the floors. So when you grab it at the back, comes around, you come up to finish your swing, turn your hand in, thumb to thumb, up. So you start going real time. So it's always turning that thumb in. So thumb in, thumb in, thumb in, thumb in. All right, you may want to try these classics if you want to for this, if you feel a bit more comfortable with it, because we're going to swing the bell on the outside of our body. This is what we call a pendulum swing. It's a very advanced variation, and you're going to feel a real tight contraction on the opposite side of your body to try and balance from falling over. Technique thing here is your feet are directly under your hips. Save your knees, keep your thumb pointed forward the whole time. So as you hinge, you're like this, okay? Because it's going to sound silly, but bear with me here on this explanation. If we have our thumb forward, we make the bell smaller. If we turn it sideways, the bell is wider. They're like, but what do you mean? The bell is round. It's still the same size no matter what. You look at where the handle position is. If it's coming along like that and down, here, I already clipped the side of my leg. But if I turn like that, then the handle is what ends up not getting near my legs. So, what you need to be able to learn to do with this is when you hinge, if it's in the right arm, the left shoulder points to the right foot just a little bit. You're not twisting like this, okay? It's just that little bit off-centered, because this will stop. And trust me, I've been there, I've done it. It hurts. You'll only do it once or twice before you never do it again. So you start exactly the same way. We're in that hike position in front of us. Again, feet directly under our hips. So if you see the few examples first, so we're here, hike, drive. All your form is exactly the same. But see how my left shoulder points to my right foot? Right? Yeah. So a narrow stance is what wins this one. You're going to use 2.
Okay.
It actually balances people out, right? Everything's the same. Feet under hips. They're both in front. I'm nice and set. Hike. Now it's like you're skiing. Place them down. Don't be afraid to drive with the hips, right? If you keep your thumbs pointed forward now with the two and your feet directly under your hips, you'll be completely fine. So again, we can stick with the two little ones here. We're going to have one between the legs, one on the outside of the legs. It's essentially like swinging on one leg. Is what it's going to work like. It's going to be very, very focused on the one side. And you'll find it's good in that sense that you get this awesome swing variation without having to be really unbalanced. So here, between the leg, outside the leg. All my weight's on my right leg. My left one's balance. It's essentially like a kickstand on a motorbike. When you get good at it, you can change where you're going. For now, just try going one between the legs and one on the outside of the leg. Use the smaller ones, thumbs pointed forward.